So we're going through our alignment and breathing and our core cue here in lying. So scanning through the body for your alignment, we're going to have our feet hip socket width apart. Then trace up and over to the thigh bones, and we want our knees separate with a window of space between them so that our thigh bones are parallel, and you might think of 2 train tracks from your hip joints all the way up and over down to your feet. From here, let those diagonal thigh bones sink down into your hip sockets. And as you let the weight of those thigh bones sink back and down into the back of the hip, let your bottom melt. Feel your tailbone is heavy and melt your bottom. And you want to melt those sling-like muscles from your tailbone to your sit bones, so much so that it feels like your sit bones could spread apart. If you tend to grip with your inner thigh muscles, melt those inner thigh muscles like 8-hour lamb coming out of the oven and just dropping off the bone. From there, just trace up in your virtual body through your spine and think about the long strap-like muscles either side of the low spine just melting away, easing off any tension through there. Then come to your breathing. And just tune into your breath and get some information from your body as to where the breath is heading. Feel the breath come in through the throat. It comes down the windpipe and then separates left and right out into the side ribs. And you might want to think about the ribs expanding out into the side seams of your top as you inhale, and the back ribs expanding into the mat underneath you as you inhale. Let your belly be soft as you breathe. There's a natural rise and fall that happens if you can really let go of that tension. The goal here is to see if you can maintain that quality of breath while still keeping your melt cues down around the butt grippers, the inner thighs, and you might like to check in around your neck and shoulders. And from there you can go for your core connect cue, whatever your physio has taught you. Try to do that for about 10 seconds while you check in with your alignment, your unwinds, and your breathing.